Hello everyone, and welcome back to the server. I'm sorry I haven't been recording the last few days. I've been a little sick, and now I'm pretty much over it. I've got a few sniffles here and there, but tonight I'm going to be showing you a few new things I've done. Like, I've added a few things and I've finished a few things from last time. For one, the thing I just showed you, the item elevator, it's fully functional right now. I'll go down here and show you. This took almost all of my redstone supplies, so yeah. I ended up having to double the timing, if you remember from last episode, but that makes it takes about a minute, I think, to take all the items all the way to the top. But overall, it's still a lot faster than having to come down here and get them and then go all the way back up. Basically, here I'll show you the way it works. I had to alter a few things inside too. So let's go back here. Okay, so over here we have the main water channel that all of the mob drops come through. So whenever they come to the end of this tunnel, there's a water current right here that pushes them this way, and if you have ice underneath them, they not only do they go faster, but they can switch direction basically within one block. So you don't have to worry about them getting stuck anywhere. So the items go right here, go into this water stream, go this way, and then with this one I had to put the end of the water stream back there, just because I wanted to make the end of the stream end right here, where the items collect. I could have put a sign right there, but the way I have it is when I press that button up there, there's a redstone tower going all the way down here, and then it goes through this let's see, what's it called, pulse extender, I think, and whenever it powers that, it stays on for approximately, I don't know, probably 3 seconds or so. But whenever that goes on, these pistons right here, they extend and stop any items from coming through right here. So all the items basically wait right here, and then once the items get to the top, then they all retract again, and these retract, and then the other items get washed into here again. So that's the reason I couldn't add a sign right there. There we go. I think that's everything. But this took me a long time to finally get it working. It took me so long that I didn't want to record any of it for sure, because like it took me probably another few hours even after I did that last recording. So yeah. Let's see, let me put this ladder back. Still missing one right there, but that's okay. I've got these redstone torches all the way up here. I think I explained this last time actually, but they indicate whether that level's working or not. And one thing I figured out last time, the reason it wasn't working last time was because I had one redstone, I can't remember names right now. I had a delay. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Ow. Let's land right here. I had one redstone repeater. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Let's try and place this guy back. Nope. Nope. Let me steal this ladder. I had the timing wrong for one of the redstone repeaters, and that just made the whole thing not work. I could have done it with the shorter delays, but the only thing with that is that it caused it to not be 100% efficient. With this delay, it's slower, but it has 100% efficiency, so I don't have to worry about any items getting stuck. It works pretty well too. If you look on the E in the top left, that's the entity counter, and it shows about pretty much 18. Yeah, it shows pretty good rates if you ask me. And you can hear the mobs in there, so it works pretty good. Okay, next I want to show you. I don't think anybody will expect this, what I'm about to show you. It's something that's pretty far away, so I'll probably have to meet you there. But I'm gonna make a speed potion. That way it won't take quite as long. Let me go down here. This probably won't be, it can either be a really long episode or a really short episode. It just depends how fast I'm able to get through everything. But I'd say it's probably going to be at least the normal, like 20-minute episode. Whoops. I should just go ahead and make a few of these. Let me go get the other two. Okay. Okay. But it's a long ways away, and I finished up a few things in the nether hub. I labeled the different directions, like where each direction is going to go. And I labeled all the places that we don't know where they're going to go yet. I put TBD for to be determined. And I think we've got 5 different places right now. So it's getting there. I think it's 5 out of the 8. It's 4 or 5. I know there's 8 slots. What is wrong with this door? But there's 8 different slots for the hub, for that level at least. One of them's actually dedicated to going down to the bottom of the nether. This one is. So it's actually really 7. But I haven't really done anything to decorate anymore in here, so it basically looks the same, just now it has signs. But you probably got a little preview of what I was talking about. If you look right here, it goes to the mushroom biome. The other day I went in a boat and I went, I think it was around 5,000 blocks away. It took a while to find, but it was basically a straight line right to it. But since we're on large biomes, you'll see that this mushroom biome is really huge. And I did something kind of stupid, but kind of good at the same time. More stupid, really, though. I killed all the mushrooms on the island, except for a couple of them, because I wasn't sure if they would respawn, which I have found that they do respawn, just really slowly. And I've got quite a few on there now, just because I've been breeding them, but yeah. I might eventually try and repopulate the island with them, just because it looked better with them roaming around. But I did get, like, I think I got 4 stacks of beef off of them, and 3 stacks of leather, so it was worth it. And even with speed 2, it's taking forever to go there. That was with my looting sword too, by the way, that got me that. My speed ran out, but that's fine. One thing that I have been doing a lot in this area is I've been mining a lot in this area, because some of you might know that mobs don't spawn at all in the mushroom biome. So it's a really good place to mine if you do finally find one. As you can see right here, we're on top of this really big mountain. Let's let it render in for a minute. I think the nether fence, it goes really well with the mycelium. Here's a little tiny island, a normal island. I think there's another island that way, and then a few more around here, but as you can see, this is just a huge mushroom biome. It goes out that way and then out that way, and then there's another island that's connected to this one. It's just barely connected, but it's a big peninsula going way out that way. I'll show you that here in a second, but let me go down first. Got this glass here. I think it looks really good whenever you're going up and down. I haven't finished that part yet. I still need to get some more netherrack, or not netherrack, nether brick. Right here, if you didn't know that before, like in 1. I want to say 1.0 and before, whenever you use Silk Touch on mushroom blocks, it would give you that exact block back, but now they all give you this default one. For it doesn't matter if you destroy a red mushroom or a brown mushroom, it'll give you this kind. But it looks fine. It's a rare block, obviously, because you can't really get it anywhere but the giant mushrooms. Right here I'm making a giant mushroom gazebo thing. It's not finished yet. I still need to get a bunch of red wool, because they changed it to where you can't farm. You know, where if you go in a room, you make it completely dark, and you use bone meal on the ground, then you could get tons and tons of seeds and yellow flowers and roses. Well, you can't do that anymore. It requires you to have light now to be able to use bone meal on the ground. So that kind of sucks. I have seen some designs out there for it uses some kind of like rapid pulsar to make the lights flash on and off really fast, and it makes it to where you can use bone meal like you used to be able to. So I might build one of those, because I need quite a bit of red wool. So I made this little path. It's got snow blocks for the floor, for the walkway. Right here I've got a little waterfall that I made. This used to be a little tiny waterfall, but I made it a lot bigger, and I basically just made it into a river. It goes down here. I don't think I can get under there. Nope. But it goes under the pathway. I'll show you right here. Comes under the pathway, then goes out to the ocean. I think it turned out pretty good. Next. And the pathway is going to go all the way around and then probably go out that way. But I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Right here, this is where I've been growing a bunch of trees. So that way I can have, I basically started over with my resources here. This is basically all the stuff I've gathered here. There's actually a mine shaft right underneath this whole biome, so it was really easy to conquer mine shaft. The only thing that can spawn in this biome naturally is mushrooms, but if you have a spawner, like there were some cave spider spawners down there, they can still spawn the mobs. But other than that, nothing else can spawn. Except for squid, they spawn in the water, but that's not a big deal. I've got quite a bit of mushroom blocks saved up. I've got this roadway where it goes right next to this fence, and then you can jump over the fence, so you can get in and out really easily. But the mushrooms can't get out easily. Let me turn down my volume a little bit. Don't want to hear them mooing in my face. You breed, you breed. You breed, you breed. You breed, you breed, you breed. You breed, you breed, you breed. Oh gosh. Yep. So I've got quite a few saved up already. I'll give you a little bit more of a tour of the island. I need to get some more armor here pretty soon because mine's dying. Almost all of it's dead besides my boots. It's a nice little island. Well, not little, big island. Let's go up here. I wish they would make a different kind of dungeon for each biome. I think they're getting at that, but they haven't quite finished all of them. I know there's the dungeons for, well, it's the temples, the desert temple and the jungle temples. They've got them so far. They need to make one for all the other biomes too, like a snow temple, and make one for the plains biome, make one for the mushroom biome, make one for the forest biomes. And I want them to make them actual dungeons, you know, like not just a little tiny thing with the same things in every single one. Because the jungle temples and the desert temples, they all have the same exact layout. If you go to one, you've been to all of them pretty much. They don't look any different than the last, so they're not very unique once you find one. And the items in there, it's basically just zombie flesh and bones. Things that everybody has plenty of, most likely. Basically, I just want them to make a huge, giant dungeon with multiple levels in it, with like spawners all over the place. Well, not even really spawners, just make it like really dark and make them have some kind of unique mob, kind of like the silverfish, except an actual threat. Like make some giant, make an evil iron golem or something like that in the dungeons. That would be an actual like boss. Because those things are really powerful. They hurt really bad. Right now there's no threat in this game hardly. The Ender Dragon is really kind of a joke to fight. And creepers, they hurt, but only really whenever you don't have much armor on. And skeletons, they're mostly just really annoying, and same with them. If you have armor on, then you're most likely going to be fine. And zombies, you can just run away from pretty much, unless they get you cornered. Spiders, they're deadly, but they're not too bad. But that's this biome. I haven't done too much yet here, but I'm planning on doing a few more things. Like, I might build some mushroom houses around and attempt to find a nearby village, if there are any, and get some villagers here. I think that would look pretty cool, having a mushroom city kind of with a bunch of villagers. But I think that's all I'm going to show you guys today. Is just like a quick little update video kind of. If you guys like this video, then be sure to like it, and if you want to leave some feedback, then leave some feedback in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. I've got quite a few things planned in the next weeks or so. So I hope you guys like this video again, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!